everybody, welcome back to the Vine Daily. I'm Elder Carlette Beasley, and today we're going to wrap up our talk on survival. And today we're going to look at the testimony of Gideon that can be found beginning in Judges 6. Gideon was from the weakest clan, and when he was introduced in scripture, he himself is hiding in a wine press, threshing wheat so that the enemy wouldn't steal it from them. He considered himself to be the weakest of his family, so much so that when the angel of the Lord came to him and called him a mighty warrior, Gideon asked for a sign as proof. After receiving a sign and believing that it was the Lord speaking to him, Gideon did what God told him to do, until God asked him to do something else. Then guess what? He needed another sign. Gideon was so caught up in what he thought about himself that he couldn't see himself the way that God saw him. Now we know how the testimony ends, with Gideon and his army of 300 men causing the Midianites to turn on each other by just blowing trumpets and breaking clay jars and causing confusion. Gideon initially lacked faith, but eventually began to do what God told him to do. God eventually showed Gideon just how sovereign he was by stripping the original army down from 32,000 to 300. He didn't want any doubt that it was God who won the battle. Gideon didn't start out recognizing who he really was. He was allowing his condition to dictate what he thought about himself. And we must see ourselves the way that God sees us. We should never base our self-worth on what people say, how people may treat us, where we come from, or even where we may find ourselves today. We must constantly remind ourselves who we are. We are more than conquerors. We are children of the one and only living God. We are victorious, and we always win. Now go fight. Fight for your health. Fight for your family. Fight for your children. Fight for your marriage. Fight for your finances. Fight for your business. And guess what? No matter what you are going through, you will survive this. I enjoyed chatting with you this week, and I hope you go back and read the testimony of Gideon. And I pray that something was said this week that helped you.